Long ago, the Israelites were facing a great enemy called the Philistines. The two armies stood on opposite sides of a valley, ready for battle. But neither army wanted to move first. Everyone was waiting. Then, a giant warrior stepped forward. He was enormous. He was covered in heavy armor and carried a huge spear and shield. Goliath said, "Who among you will come and fight me?" The Israelite soldiers were terrified. Every day, Goliath came out and shouted his challenge. And every day, the soldiers became afraid. But there was someone who didn't know what was happening. His name was David. David was not a soldier. He was a young shepherd who looked after his father's sheep. His father had sent him to the army camp to take food to his older brothers. When David arrived, he heard Goliath shouting. David looked around and saw that everyone was afraid. David couldn't understand why nobody would stand up to the giant. David knew something the others had forgotten. Goliath might have been bigger and stronger than him. But David trusted that God was greater than any giant. David said, "Don't let anyone be afraid because of Goliath. I will go and fight him." Saul said, "You are only a boy, and Goliath has been a warrior for many years." But David explained that he had faced danger before while protecting his father's sheep. David remembered how God had helped him protect his sheep from dangerous animals. He knew he had not been brave because he was the strongest. He had been brave because he trusted God. Saul finally agreed to let David go. He gave David his armor. But the armor was far too big for David. David shouted, "I can't fight in this. I'm not used to wearing it." So David took the armor off. Instead, David took what he knew. He picked 5 smooth stones from a stream. He placed them in his shepherd's bag. Then he took his sling and walked toward Goliath. Goliath said boastfully, "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" Goliath laughed when he saw David. He couldn't believe that a young shepherd had come to face him. David said, "You come against me with weapons, but I come against you in the name of the Lord." David reached into his bag. He took 1 smooth stone. He placed it into his sling. He swung the sling around and released it. The stone flew through the air and struck Goliath. The giant fell to the ground. The Israelites couldn't believe what they had just seen. The giant everyone had feared was defeated. Not because David was the biggest. Not because David had the strongest weapons. David won because he trusted God. Sometimes, our problems can feel like giants. They may look too big for us to handle. But we don't have to face them alone. Like David, we can choose courage, trust God, and do what is right. Remember, little hearts grow with big lessons. See you in the next story.